We're with
Alex,
Chrissie, and
Alex
the first one of the new year, Mum.
was
We're talking about nicknames in Nairn when
uh,
you were a kid.
I
Yeah,
I didn't have one.
you didn't.
I don't think I can't think
Well, it was
at the
Bells.
moment.
Your dad called you Bells,
Oh, my father did. That's
but
right.
that wasn't at school.
No,
What about? But everybody in Nairn had a nickname at that time, yeah.
sorry.
Everybody had a nickname in Nairn.
Well, Alec was PC.
That's your brother PC. Why would that be?
A piece and jam.
All right.
And Jock was Baba. I don't know why. Probably because he was a bonny baby.
All right. Okay.
Um,
Did they not get bullied at school with a name like Baba? Was that
no,
not?
oh
No.
no, they wouldn't dare.
Oh, yeah. He was.
I don't
It's a
know.
big family. There was a big family of boys.
Davy didn't have a nickname.
Yeah.
Aeneas,
Yeah.
no.
No.
Aeneas, just Aeneas hated his name. He was
Uh.
called Aeneas, Neas, but
Yeah.
his name was Aeneas, which was Gaelic for
Gaelic for
Angus.
Angus, right?
Timus,
Timus.
Jimmy was
Yeah.
Timus,
Yeah. That's Gaelic again. Eh?
and Helen
Mhm.
didn't have one.
Yeah. Dad had a nickname though. Eh?
My father,
No, my father, your husband.
Davy,
Is he not Gabe?
Timus, Jimmy. Jimmy was Timus. Was
Aye. No, but your husband, my dad.
Oh, I don't think so.
Was it not Gabe?
Robbie. What was your father?
I thought you got called Gabe. Maybe he was winding me up. That was after Clark Gable. But maybe he fancied himself. Fancied himself as that.
Victor was. Oh God, I had it a minute ago. Hookie. Chrissie Ellen. Victor Ellen is Commodores.
Right. I wonder why Hookie.
Goodness knows.
No, it's back in the dim and distant past. Aye. So, yeah. Any more?
Mary in the house was called Squeezick.
Squeezick.
It wasn't outside, but that's what everyone called her.
She was the youngest
family.
one, though.
Yeah.
Aye. So.
I don't think there was anyone else.
So, as kids, did you call each other by your nicknames rather than your real names outside when you were playing as a kid?
Probably I had to. It couldn't be different.
Aye. So where was your school? It was the
Millbank, first of all.
Yeah.
It was the infant, and the control was them that what became the 11 plus, but we didn't have it because we just went as high as Millbank.
How old were you when you went to school, Mum?
Oh, I would have been 5.
5.
Could I?
When did you leave school?
When I was 14.
14.
But we all had summer jobs.
Right.
Before that, you know.
Yeah. What was your summer job?
Oh, well, whatever we could get, get all the rolls. I used to deliver Sinclair the bakers.
Yeah.
And my nightmare was if anyone rang up late.
Yeah.
Alton Bairn Road, I remember having to come. It was a college in those days.
Yeah.
Until a boy was round up there.
Yeah, I remember you telling us that story.
And but it was, and the owls hooting. That was right thing.
I remember this. I remember this, and you probably did it yourself. When I was a boy, we used to wait for people coming off the train and take their bags down to the hotels and things.
You did. That was the Glasgow Fair.
Yeah. Which is 2-week holiday, and all the Glasgow people came here.
It was the whole town, the big house. The Fisher town was massive visitors, and anyone that had a big house took visitors in.
Yeah.
Joan did.
Yeah.
Victor, Eileen, Tommy Ross's wife.
Yeah.
Matty, not they had a tail, Matty and Shan.
Yeah.
The other one was that had the West End garage.
So you would take them off the train and just help them with their luggage and get a little tip at the end of it.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever did that, though. I probably had a job before that, delivering.
And of course, golf caddying was a big thing as well. I used to do that.
The boys, never the girls, but the boys. And as soon as they were old enough, £0.50 was good pay for them, but it was usually two
shillings. I remember the difference between £0.50 and 2 shillings being enormous, and when I was young, so it must have been huge when you were.
The meanies paid you 2 bob.
But if you got a good tip, it was £0.50. Aye. Oh well, there you go. There's another snippet from.
Well, a message. I remember
Nairn as a Bairn.
The bakers. And it was, you were up before 8 in the morning with rolls, and you got paid every morning. And Saturday you were on all day. And I can remember old Mr. Sinclair. He was a nice man, and he gave us £0.50. But when Bert Sinclair came on the scene after the old man died or retired, he cut ours down to 2 bob. And then he married Jo Corbett. She was a teacher, and she was a bitch, and she would have cut it down more, but I don't think she got away with it.
How many kids did they have working at that then? How many deliveries?
All the school kids had a message board.
No, I mean at Sinclair's particularly. How many kids?
Well, I remember Sheena was pushed over by a boy called Norman. Yeah. And he was killed in the Prince of Wales during the war.
Oh, for goodness sake.
And that broke Sheena's nose.
And of course, Sheena's a good bit older than you, though.
Sheena was the eldest, and then Davy.
Yeah.
Davy was called after my mother's father, I presume. He was Welsh. They were Welsh. They came up from Wales to a wee farm, Birken Hills it was called, and it was a lady's maid of one of Queen Victoria's ladies' maid, and her, whoever her relation was that put them into that wee farm, and she used to go and live with them when the Balmoral closed down, when the Royals went back. Yeah. And my mother never swore, but she used to say about Auntie Jeannie, may God forgive me, but she was an old bit sugar. That's the nearest she ever got. Calling Auntie Jeannie, whoever, I don't remember her before my time.
It's so all right. That's a wee little snippet of before the war for Nairn as a Bairn.
Oh well, that was a message girl.
Chrissie's experiences as a message girl. And where was Sinclair's? Was it in the High Street?
It's where the card shop is now.
Okay, so right next to the courthouse. Thank you, Mum.